Okay, so I just picked up Call of Duty Black Ops 2. There's a train. Fuck. Okay, now that that train is leaving and not blowing its horn anymore, let me explain how it went down. My launch night event started off pretty well. Actually, overall, the whole thing was pretty decent. We had a tournament, a Black Ops 1 tournament. I was very displeased that they would not allow us to play Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I don't know if that had something to do with the embargo, how people weren't being able to play it. But GameStop, where I was at our GameStop, was not allowing people to play Black Ops 2, but to play Black Ops 1 on Nuketown for all fucking maps. Terrible map. If for a free for all, terrible map for like an 8-person free for all. That was not fun. To make matters worse, here I am sitting here. My buddy's like, "Hey, down there at Walmart, they're playing Black Ops 2 at Walmart. They have a copy there, and you can play zombies." Now, this last year when I picked up Black Ops, yes, we were allowed to play zombies, but I don't know why it's the zombies and not only that. Next, we moved on to the tournament. So I was first up, or I was in the second round tournament, and I dominated. I was pleased how good I had, or how well I had performed. I had 30 kills. The next guy to me, which 30 was the cap off. The next guy to me was I think 23. So it was 30 to 23, and then a couple other guys. So I did well, and we were playing on a TV that was perfect for my size. And I didn't have to ever play on the big TV, but it was split screen on the TV that I was on, so that was unfortunate. After that, I ended up losing in the semi-final round, but I did place third because only 2 people went on to the last round. So I did get a hat, or I got a T-shirt for the launch event T-shirt, extra large. It's fucking huge on me. I had a badge. Look at it right here. I'll post a picture maybe of the badge in the video, and I won a poster. All of which I've already had, or not all of which. I'd never had the badge, I never had the T-shirt, but I did have the poster. Unfortunately, it was the same poster that I got when I pre-ordered the game. Go figure. But I did place third, so I was proud of that. I was glad that I didn't completely suck. After that, we waited in line, or I went home and charged. But I came back, and this was about 10:30, so I stood in line. So they had us lined up outside the place, outside of the GameStop, and where I live in Indiana, it was 33 degrees. I was wearing shorts. I just got done doing P90X with my buddy, and I went to the gym that morning at 6 o'clock to 7:30. I was blown apart from all the exercise that I had done today. So to make matters worse, like I said, I was wearing shorts. I was wearing a really ignorant jacket. When by ignorant, it did not do its job, basically. Yeah, it was fucking freezing, but I had some cool guys around me. I made a couple friends, got some gamer tags, some acquaintances, and these guys were really cool. Some of the coolest people I've ever met at a launch event. Usually, most of the time, people are like, "Yeah, I'm gonna level up so much tonight. No one's gonna be able to touch my skills." These guys like to play Call of Duty for fun. It's not a life choice. I can't stand when you get the fanboys. They're like, "Yeah, this is the best game ever. We're gonna pony you so hard. You know you like grenade. You get the gun. You get the point." After that, we had numbers. I was 26th in line out of probably 80 people. Well, let's round it off to 100. And it was a lot of people there, and I think the best part about being there that could overcome the unfortunate circumstances of being cold and not properly dressed was just the people that were there. They were making it so fun. They were so nice. Some cool guys. You know, you'd be surprised who you'd find at these launch events. Mostly not douchebags. Right before it hit 12 o'clock, we had a guy come out. Now, I hadn't seen this guy whatsoever. Now, I thought it was going to be one of those moments where my life was going to change forever. I'm up against this window, you know, in a line, freeze my ass off cold. You know, there's not any more room for anybody to get in between myself and the 5 guys that are around me. Just squished. I couldn't even hardly see this guy. He walks out into the road. Keep in mind, traffic is passing by repeatedly, and he starts talking. Now, I thought it was a joke at first, and then I'm thinking, wait a minute, this could be really bad. What if this guy, says all this stuff and ends up shooting all of us? Now the guy said, basically his speech goes, okay guys, I just got back from working my shift at O'Charlie's, which is a nice place to eat. If you live in Indiana, you'll know what I'm talking about. It's a place where you can eat very good meals for a very high price. So this guy says, I've been, before I even knew Black Ops 2 was coming out, God told me, or Jesus told me that, all this. The problem with it is, once everybody figured out that he was talking about Jesus, everybody just didn't care. It was actually kind of a dickhead thing. I'm not a religious person. I don't believe in God. I don't believe in Jesus. But I'm agnostic. I don't fully disprove the existence of God and Jesus. I just don't live religiously by it. So I was curious what he was saying, and I think it was nice. It was heartfelt, sincere thing he was saying, and I felt bad for the guy that no one was listening to him. So after he quit talking and came up there, and he actually stood in line. Like I said, I didn't get really the gist of it. I just know he was talking about how Jesus will help us all. And this was a young chap. He was probably 22, I want to say. Really young, nice, really nice guy. And he got back in line, and he was, you can tell it was, I don't know if it was a prank or if he was just trying to overcome some social anxiety that he has. But in the end, he came back up there, got back in line, talking to his friends. They were laughing. And the best thing I have ever seen in my entire life at a video game launch event, respect from other people. Like I said, I'm not a religious guy, but what this guy just had accomplished was something that I would never be able to do. And what I seen next made my day 30 times better. A guy walked up to him and shook his hand, hugged him. Again, I'm not a religious person, but if I could have got to him, without having to move a lot of people, I would have went over there and shook his hand, hugged him. This guy earned a lot of respect, and I earned a lot of respect. The gamers are nice, and most of the gamers weren't listening, but there are people out there that are nice. Again, I'm not trying to start a religious war, but this guy wasn't being a complete bigot. He wasn't out there just trying to force it upon us. He was just saying what he believed, and he wasn't forcing anybody to listen. He didn't care. He wasn't screaming. He was just talking to us. This guy earned a lot of respect from me. If he would have been out there saying that he didn't believe in God, but not trying to force it upon other people, then I would have I would respect him the same way. Again, this guy was not trying to be a Jehovah's Witness. He was just saying what he wanted to say. No one had to listen to him. And he's a gamer, so I didn't get to meet him, but again, if I was close enough to him, I would have shook his hand. What a very, very well raised guy. So now that I've spent half my time on that, to wrap it up, I walked in, got the game, ran to my car, warmed it up, ran back here, and now I'm doing this video. As I'm saying it, you're watching gameplay of something I'm recording after this. Nuketown 2025. There was a lot of misconceptions with this game. We didn't know if we were going to be able to get it before or after it came out, because everybody didn't have the receipts that they had originally received. They were like, well, fuck, I don't have the receipts. How am I going to, get the code that had it on there? But when you open the game, obviously you get a code. So that was the big freak out. Now I'm downloading Nuketown 2025, and it is a bitch. It's huge. Ridiculously huge. It was a pain in my arse. I never want to do that again. I hope a developer does not put a game in. Well, when I say it's huge, it's 125. It's 123 megabytes. For a guy like me and the shitty internet, that's hard. That's hard on me. That takes a little time. That took 12 minutes for me to download. So we'll talk to you later. Thanks for watching my video. If you can and will, please make sure to like this video. It really, really helps. For everything else, make sure to subscribe, and have a great day. We'll see you later.